We're learning about the bees out here with Knapp Ranch, Knapp Harvest, and Knapp Nectars. Joining me now, we have Carmen Weiland, and she is their beekeeper, and this is pretty exciting. Now, this is a different type of house that maybe people have not seen. It's a Slovenian style bee house, right?
Correct. The Slovenians put a lot of thought into their bee houses. They've made them for their specific bee, which is the Carnolian bee. It's native to Slovenia. So all our clients that put bees on their property, they get to choose whatever they want for the front. And this is 2 hives. Each side is a hive. There's a colony in each one. And then the house has this overhang. The overhang helps with summertime. It puts them in the shade, so they're not having to find water to cool down the hive. It stays a lot cooler. And then in the wintertime, this creates a nice little warm pocket in front so they can get out more and fly and cleanse. So they can, get out and clean the hive a little bit more often than they usually do in the wintertime. You can see this one has a screen on it, and that's to help protect them from getting robbed. It's a smaller hive, and it also helps to protect them from having wasps take them over.
Oh, wow.
Because
Okay.
right now in the wasp world, they're trying to get meat to feed their queens. So the queens go into the ground in the fall, and then in the spring they'll emerge. So they're rearing queens, and they steal honeybees, or they sometimes come and take the males.
And now we're looking at the front of the bee house, but the back side is very interesting.
Yes.
And that's where there's a lot of different compartments, and it's just so cool the way it's thought out, and
Yeah.
it really helps you guys as beekeepers get to the different places you need to be.
If you just want to check the brood chamber, you're going to take that screen off the bottom, and you're just going to pull the frames out. So the heaviest thing you're picking up is maybe a 7-pound frame of honey. But you'd never disrupt their flight, so they're still continuing to operate as a colony instead of coming back to try and defend their colony when it's wide open to everything. But this one, I think, has a lot more benefits for the bees.
All right, and then the benefits for us, because they are creating some hyper-local honey for us. And tell us about how we can take advantage of this. I know that your Knapp Harvest store sells a lot of this. So tell us what sort of things, what sort of products we're able to get from bee houses like this.
So we collect, and I don't know if you're able to see, but there's a ton of pollen on the front. So we do sell pollen. Pollen is regenerative. If you're eating it, it gives a lot of energy. It was like a big thing in California to make sure it's in your smoothie. Pollen is very nutritious for us, and it can help you get over allergies. We also collect propolis. Propolis goes in our lip balm. It can help with any bacterial. It's really good for your lips, but it also gets rid of itches. So if you get stung by a bee, or if you get
Mosquito
bite or anything, you can put it on, and it helps get rid of the itch. And then we also use the honey. We use wax in our balms, in our lip balms.
All right.
So.
Well, lots of cool things to learn about. And another thing, you may wonder why we're, we got fencing around us. Of course, you're protecting the bee house from the bears.
Yes.
So tell us about this real quick.
So in the fall, the bears come, and they always think they come for the honey. They're actually coming for the brood. The brood has a lot of fat in it for them for the winter. So they're drawn from the smells from the brood and the honey. So they will go through, if they can get in here, they're going to tear it open and get the brood, eat all the brood and eat the honey. So we put these big bear fences up, and it's closer to Montana standards for grizzly because we want to make sure they don't get in.
Yeah.
And we want to protect these houses, but we did have a baby bear get in one time.
Oh, no.
That's why we have more wires at the bottom. It was able to get in, but these are built so well by our crew up at the shop, and the hives themselves, it's one big box, so it was really hard for her to tear it open. She got a couple frames, but the hive was okay.
Okay.
So, yeah,
right.
Instead of like the American boxes, you just knock it right over.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we're so glad that you guys are doing so much to, help the bee population in our area. And of course, if you're looking for those products, stop by Knapp Harvest right in Eagle Ranch, and we can pick some up. You can ask the folks in the store what's going to be right for you. And if you need lip balm and everything, they can help you out. Thanks, Carmen, for the tour today.
Yeah, you're welcome.